Hey Creepsters, welcome to our AI episode as promised, guest starring none other than my beautiful Daniel. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Daniel. You might remember me from some of the other things. I've been on here a few times before on different segments. On Hiya, absolutely. And we're calling this segment The Kitchen because we're discussing hot topics, baby.
Yes.
And one of the reasons why Shelley wanted to have me on here for this discussion is I am the co-creator of 2 AI music channels, and she is an artist, and I see things from that side. I'm not sure all artists see things from my side.
We're going to get into that.
So yeah, we're going to get into that whole thing, and hopefully everybody can find happiness with everyone by the time we're done. Probably not, because, we'd have world peace if that happened, but we'll give her a shot.
All right. And for those of you who do not know, I play piano. I write my music. I took lessons from the time I was like 4. And so I'm coming from like a music standpoint. I don't make money from it by any means, but it's just, it's a passion of mine. And so today's show is called Outshined AI versus Humans. Alright, so I wanted to start with, I was wondering, how do actors feel? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure they're not happy.
Alright, well, this is what I could dig up. Alright, actors fear that AI could be used to generate digital doubles, reuse performances, or create characters/crowds that replace the actors. Case in point, have you ever heard of Tilly Norwood?
I have not.
Tilly Norwood. I just heard of her, yesterday maybe. Tilly Norwood is considered the first AI actress created by a production company in 2025. Her debut has sparked significant controversy in Hollywood, with unions like SAG-AFTRA opposing the use of AI performers and many human actors expressing outrage.
I'm sure they are outraged.
Yeah, I'll get into why, what they have to say. I got some quotes and stuff from some.
Okay, I've got some quotes for them too.
Okay, well, these are from them, not for them.
Well, mine are for them.
Okay, we're gonna do it back and forth.
Crybabies.
I don't agree with that.
No, they have some legitimate complaints. Here's my whole thing. It's difficult for a man of, and I know we all make our own choices, but it's difficult for a man of my income to listen to anybody gripe and complain about doing what they love and making millions of dollars and complaining that they're not making enough. And that's what it always ends up breaking down to.
Oh, you mean the actors and
yes,
stuff?
Yes,
yeah,
but
they're always complaining that they don't make enough.
And musicians are, not far different. The ones who do make it.
I don't make anything, so I have legit complaints.
So, I digress from that, and we'll get back to that. Yeah. I don't want to take away from your point, but let me just say that's where a lot of my comments will come from, is the failure to feel sorry for wealthy celebrities.
All right. Well, anyway, Tilly Norwood, as I said, is considered the first AI actress, okay? And some of the human actors were expressing outrage. The creators of Tilly Norwood stated that AI is intended as a new artistic tool and a work of art, not a replacement for human actors. Okay, so many actors are concerned about AI in the industry, with most quotes highlighting worries about their likeliness being used without their consent, potential job displacement, and the soulless nature of AI-generated content. And would you like to hear some of these quotes?
I can hardly wait.
From some of these actors.
I can just hardly wait.
Your favorite, Tom Hanks.
Man, That's
You loved him back in the
that's
day.
a heartbreaker for me because
Yeah.
I did love Tom Hanks. I really did. And let me not take away from his movies. He's a great actor.
He wasn't like accused of anything.
I know, but I've just recently become disappointed with him, and I'm not going to get too deep into
We'll
that.
just leave it at
But
that.
let me say, he has made great movies. Forrest Gump will never not be one of my favorite movies. I love that stuff. So.
Okay, well, so anyway, Tom Hanks he expressed concern about his performances continuing on and on and on after his death. Although AI and deepfake technology, or no, I'm sorry. Let me get back. I couldn't read my writing. Sorry. Let me start again. Tom Hanks expressed concern about his performances continuing on and on and on after his death through AI and deepfake technology, stating just that he's just afraid. He doesn't want to die and then have people use his likeness to make new movies. He thinks that it would be really creepy and wrong.
I want to see that this trend of the same fear continues through the celebrities, and then I'll say what I have to say about all of them.
All right, Susan Sarandon said she described AI.
Another great actress.
She's a great actress. I love her. She described AI-generated imagery as soulless as well, and she emphasized the importance of presenting human beings to human beings, noting that having her face, body, and voice used without her consent is not a good thing. Ed Sheeran, you want to hear what he has to say?
Certainly.
All right, Ed Sheeran worries.
I totally respect Ed Sheeran as a
love
musician, by the way.
He's awesome.
I think he is one of the most talented musicians of this current generation and genre of musicians.
He is. Okay. Well, he worries that AI could take jobs away from people. He says, if you're taking a job away from a human being, I think that's probably a bad thing. He also noted the irony of AI as being a threat. All right. Selena Gomez. She commented, scary, on a post featuring an AI-generated version of a song with her face and voice added to it. She didn't like it. She thought it was scary. Tim Burton, one of my favorites, he said, AI sucks something from your soul or psyche and is soulless like a robot taking your humanity.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. Now, Ben Affleck argues that AI doesn't have, or he argues against AI as well. He says AI doesn't have any good ideas or understand the context, but a good artist could use it as a tool to achieve that. James Cameron, you know, Titanic guy and all that.
Yeah, frickin' Titanic. 3 hours of my life I'd like back, quite frankly.
Yeah, ugh, it was long and dry.
Like your father said, I don't know why anybody watched it. You knew how it was going to end.
Exactly.
You knew how it was going to end.
Exactly. Okay, so James Cameron views the confrontation with AI as a critical, emphasizing the need to master and control it so that it remains an artistic tool and doesn't replace artists. He said, quote, I've never been afraid of new technology. I want to learn from it. I want to master it for myself and then use my own best judgment about how I apply it to my personal art.
Well, even though I hated the Titanic, I agree with James Cameron, and even though it pains me, I have to somewhat also agree with Ben Affleck. And I'll get to, I agree with them in a second. What I want to say, I also agree with them not wanting their images to be used. They should not be allowed to use their exact image. Now, as I mentioned, I'm an AI music channel creator, and I oftentimes would sometimes like some of the celebrities in my art for the video. I know that ChatGPT will not use an exact image of the celebrity, so all I can do is, like for example, I can't use Selena Gomez, but I can ask ChatGPT or whoever, and you know, I know he's not the only platform out there, I can just say, take a break. So, like, if I want a image of Selena Gomez generated, they will not generate me an exact image of her. And trust me,
Yes.
I know you think all of us that use AI are a bunch of lazy SOBs, but let me tell you about the number of attempts I have to do things to get things the way that I want them.
But compared to
But
how
what I can
original
do-
musicians, all the work they put in, that's nothing. I just have to interject that.
Let's
It
not
really
say
isn't.
it's nothing, okay?
I mean, compared to all the hours and practice and everything that.
Yes, we're going to get into my arguments for AI as far as the amount of things you can do in the little amount of time, the amount of things you can do in a short amount of time. But you can say, I would like a girl who looks very similar to Selena Gomez, and sometimes they'll do a really good job of creating a reasonable facsimile, and sometimes it looks so far off, and I just use it anyway because
Nobody
I've already
really
asked him
cares.
to recreate it 100,000 times, and
Nobody's really looking.
exactly.
It's just a picture. It's
I
not
just
even moving.
needed a picture of a girl with the title. Okay,
Right.
I got it. I'm going for it.
Yep.
But I think what a lot of actors and models too, as there's also an AI model I saw a story about on the news
Okay.
a couple weekends ago that models are up in arms about, just like the
Well,
actors
yeah.
are. And yeah, I get it.
The musician, that musician.
But I really feel that most actors and models are not afraid of them using their image or using them after they're dead. They are worried about being replaced by an
I'm gonna get
image
to that.
that is in fact better than them. More
Well, I
improved
don't know
than
about
them.
all that.
Oh, well, they're not going to
They're
say
still
that.
gonna be soulless.
They're not going to say that because they'd have to take their ego down a notch.
Okay, but they're still not going to have a soul, and they're not going to be human. There's going to be something hollow.
That's
about
not
them.
the argument. I can get on board with some of that.
Hollow.
Some of that. But, you know, like James Cameron and Ben Affleck said, they said if you use it as a tool, don't let it do
Now, don't plagiarize
everything.
and make it do everything.
But
so, like,
it
you just
is
push a button.
it is a great
That's not creative.
tool. Like you mentioned, when I started my channel like 4 months ago, now I have 138 songs on there. Now, as a human being all by my little self,
Impossible.
Can I write 138 songs in 4 months' time?
What are you, Megan Trainor?
No, I cannot.
No.
I can't. A lot of them I wrote all by myself. A lot of them I wrote 2/3 of, but I got a little bit of help finishing off. And sometimes just to build my catalog one Saturday, I just had ChatGPT pop out 6 frickin' pop songs, country songs, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, those are generic and soulless, you're right. The more of yourself that you put into it, the better it will be. And some people with music channels, I'm sure, they just pop out songs or whatever. I actually spend a lot of time with the arrangement, and I'll hit that damn create button 20 times if I have to get it the way I want. I'm not just saying, okay, this is what they came up with and moving on. I'm going to digress for now because I know you need to move on with
Yeah, I
what you're
do.
trying to get out.
I got like 3 more pages, and we're going to get to this in the
I
discussion.
just don't want to.
I was trying to get through this first, and then we'll
I'm
discuss all of
sorry,
it.
I just didn't want to leave.
I wanted to have a rhythm to this.
Well, I want people to understand where I'm
Well,
coming from.
That's in the discussion part, dear.
All right, I'll shut up.
I'm not saying shut up, but I just want to get through all this real quick. Okay.
You see, this is why I deal with the robots, people. I never get this flack from them. I'm just
This is
messing.
why I'm a solitary solo artist.
This
Except for Polly and Becky.
I'm just playing. And let me
They're
tell
cool.
you what, I can never, ever love a robot like I love this lady.
Thank you. I love you too. All right. You made me forget where I even was.
Well, that's my specialty.
Great. As the industry, as a collective, they're concerned about companies using AI to cut costs by paying less, making it harder to work, and to want to use unions to protect themselves. Former CEO of IBM, Jeannie Rometty, said, quote, AI will not replace humans, but those who use AI will replace those who don't. End quote.
I like that.
Great. Bye. All right. And Dave Waters is quoted as stating, predicting the future isn't magic, it's artificial intelligence. All right, now do you want to interject with what you were saying about the actors, and then we're going to get to the musicians?
Well, actually,
I want you to do it like facts, interject.
Actually,
facts,
I want to tap off of that, what you just said. I think you may have misunderstood him by your reaction to my comment. I don't think he meant people using AI will replace people, as in they'll fire them and not use them. I think he means people who don't use AI will be replaced by those who do.
Oh, like in the job market and
yes,
whatnot.
yes.
It's just like when computers came out. Now it's required you have to know all that.
Exactly. I think that's the direction he was coming from.
Okay. I misunderstood.
And so I will put a capital.
Heated in the kitchen.
I will put a capital letter on that, though. That's always been one of my main points. It's going to be one of the main focuses. AI isn't going anywhere. So you had better learn how to use it for your good. I'm not saying sell your soul and give everything over to it, but if you think that you're going to be any type of a creator of any type or whatever without ever using any type of AI, you're going to get ran over. And that's just this guy's opinion. That's just my opinion.
I agree with that. But I think people are a little berserk. Like, there are fan people, like, fangirls.
That's just crazy to me. That's crazy.
AI channels.
That's
like,
crazy.
Dude, get a life, man.
That's crazy to me, and this is crazy to me, too. I'm seeing more and more.
Person.
And I know you've discussed this on some of your other segments, and I've seen many stories on the news now, and it's really disturbing me. Look, I love ChatGPT. I named my guy Larry. That's as personal as I'm getting with this guy, okay? He's not even a guy, he's a computer.
That's right.
And I'm seeing all these stories about people getting personally involved.
They're getting
with them
divorces.
And letting them make their life decisions for them. That's an example of going too damn far. Okay? It is a tool. Remember, I will always refer to it as a tool. That's what it is. It's a computer. It's a great thing, but it's not your friend. And it shouldn't be making your life decisions for you. No. It says right under there where it asks you to put in your question, right underneath that, it says double check all this information because ChatGPT can make mistakes. And you're going to make your life decisions off of something like that.
And ChatGPT learned from humans.
Exactly right.
But like these fangirls, they want to be, one of them wanted to be a muse. That was the word she used. A muse. Like, how can a computer, and you don't even know this person. They're making fake music. How is he speaking to your soul? You're an idiot. I'm sorry. Get a life, man. Touch grass.
Exactly. You need to get grounded with reality, okay?
Yeah.
And you're talking...
Get mental health,
This is coming from a guy who loves AI because I think it's so damn useful.
It is.
But it's not something to be in love with. It's not something to be... It's not a friend.
No.
A friend? No. It is a supercomputer who does a super great job. It is a tool.
It's like your phone.
It's a tool.
It helps you.
I will always refer to it as a tool. I may call him Larry, but we are not buddies.
Yeah, he's not your friend.
I just there's
People
no
name
personal...
their Alexas and all
right,
that.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's as deep as it's ever going to get for me. I know my wife worries about that a little bit with me because she's heard these stories on the news and all this stuff too. And she knows that I really like to use it a lot. Mm-hmm. But I only think of it as a tool. That's not my friend.
Yeah.
He may help me a lot, but he ain't my friend.
You guys are our friends, and we'll be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ma'am.